communities change and number of new immigrants, people coming from various cultures, come to live among us, the NGO probably is the first person to be trusted, because they're not wearing any political badge, they're not in any way financially motivated to, work or manipulate these people. So that they're generally the person that's out there working just for the good of their own community. And I think they're the first people to engage freely with our immigrant society. The NGO to challenge the probably newest, biggest, greatest challenge we have, climate change, and how we're going to save this world that we have. Again, we have all the fake news. We're told we can't deny the sciences. I mean, it is happening. It's happening right in front of us. We see it. While there is fake news, there's also live news. California is born in, everywhere underwater. Yorkshire, in London right now is flooded. So it's happening. It's on our doorstep. With that, we can't ignore. And then I think the people working on the ground who are not, again, assigned to the big conglomerates, the oil companies, and all these people that try to tell us it's all not true and it's not happening, fossil fuels. The NGO is wearing no badge, so therefore there's no motive whatsoever other than their love of what they do in that cycle of saving the planet. So they're probably the first people to be trusted, and I think communities listen to them, and you take it in small groups, starts at local level, little tiny town groups marching all the way through to higher government level. But there on the face of it, they see and they can envision how we could change it. The NGO has a vital role in, again, it's at the coalface of the community, trusted by residents or the local people, and also should have access to policies that are being made. And in that case, there probably needs to be maybe more communication, again, with policymakers, and asking the NGOs for their advice on these policies, so they can be assured that they're going to work within the community they're trying to implement the policy, that it'll be financially viable, acceptable to the community that they're trying to implement it in. So it really, there probably is lack of communication with policymakers and the end consumer, and the NGO would have a vital role to bridge those two. Existing NGOs are probably invaluable to the new generation of NGOs coming up, because while you can learn a lot of things in textbooks, that experience on the ground is probably the vital that you're never going to learn in any college or in any training seminar. I think you have to be out there in the coalface, meeting people, taking the rejection, taking the glory, adulations of, oh, you've done it, well done. But you'll also find there's a lot of days when maybe your role isn't just been accepted, or you get the knockdowns, the kickbacks, and I think somebody that has walked through that and experienced it, that shared information as to how you come back from that failure, or not get carried away with the success and stay what you set out to be in the beginning, was that person that wants to be in the coalface of it, that wants to unify. So I think experience on the ground, those people are vital. Like if you're the NGO and or your group, no matter where you are at the top, filter it all the way down, but it should be a handshake that goes all the way down. So the CEO at the top, well, he's got somebody, so as you trickle down to just that little person, in their community, trying to do what the guy at the top is implementing. But if the handshake went all the way down, so that you go out there very confident in that, so it was the guy above me and the guy above, the chain of command, rather than, don't send me an email. You know what I mean? It's got to be personal. And if you want me to go out and engage with my community, it's your engagement with me is how that's how I'm going to do it. And if you do it with an email, I'm doing it with an email. Whereas if I'm brought to a hub, to a training, whatever it is, or just a one-on-one with the guy above me. I think that's encouraging me, and I'll get a feel of his passion, his, that power behind what he's doing, and you'll walk away with that. And I think that's what you'll bring that directly to your people. So it's got to be that personal touch.